Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with STEWIEJP. I'm Stewie and this is the Tier 10 Czech auto-loading medium tank, the TVP T5051, being driven today by Elite Commando from Crazy Clan, who's platooned up with his old mate Napalm, who's in the grill. Now, he's on a mission here to do at least 4,000 hit points of damage to enemy tank destroyers in the TVP T5051. As he looks at some shots on the enemy Leopard tank, tracks him with one of his shot, and the other three shots put some nice damage. He's already on 1,289 damage by emptying his clip into the Tier 10 German medium tank. And the enemy TVP T5051 gets taken out by the Type 5 Heavy. It looks like the Type 5 Heavy, as well as some of the other heavies, are going up to the entrance of the mine as Elite Commando takes a reload. And of course the big advantage of the TVP T5051 compared to the Batshut is its reload time is a lot quicker. Now, even though he's on a mission to do 4,000 damage to enemy TDs, hasn't done any damage to any TDs yet. There might be enough TDs on the enemy side to get this. Of course, they've got two grills at Tier 10. I think they've got about 1,800 hit points each. We've also got a Jag Tiger and that E4. E4 carries about 2,000 hit points of available damage. 2-1's the score. Elite Commando's picked up a little bit of assisted damage there. It's platoon mate over on the other side of the map trying to take care of that E75. Now, you might not have seen this at the start of the video, but this is one of those dynamic platoons. Oh yeah, Elite Commando and Napalm saw each other in a game and created a platoon in game, if you like. 2-1 to score as Elite Commando is looking for some snipey shots into the side of that IS-4. He gets one shot into the side of the Russian Tier 10 heavy tank. He gets lit and takes the reload because he doesn't reckon he can. He put a shot into the turret. Of course, the IS-4 is a pretty heavily armoured tank. Now, no artillery on this game, so there's no danger of him getting derped out by an artillery piece. Napalm are coming to help on the Western Island, but Elite Commando telling him to stop using the in-game chat commands, and he gets into this bush where you can often spot enemy tanks. He sees the grand final tank, the M4190 German premium light tank, puts a few shells into him, and then as the M4190 hides behind a rock, Elite Commando does the same and takes a reload. APCR is the standard ammunition in the TVP T5051, which does on average 320 damage, 248 penetration. If that's not enough, your heat rounds will give you 310 penetration. As he's looking at that light tank, first shot tracks him, which is the right thing to do. Second shot puts damage. Third shot kills him. He bounces a shot from the Tier 8 German premium light tank and then takes another reload. Of course, the reload not as long as the Batshut, but you've only got 4 rounds. Pretty confident that he wasn't spotted there. He's looking at the grill now, and remember that mission, 4,000 damage to enemy tank destroyers. There's another grill there on slightly less health, on 1,064, as he tries to use the advantage with medium tanks over TDs is the view range, and so he's moving down to the southwestern island to try and get some more vision on those tank destroyers. Remember that mission, he hasn't damaged any tank destroyers yet, but he wants to do 4,000 hit points of damage to these enemy tank destroyers if he wants to complete his mission. And the secondary condition is, of course, is to win and survive. As he looks back at the E4, we might have a shot here. He's saying this might help. Now that E4 is on 1,103. First 2 shots don't do much at all. So he's going to try and get rid of that Leopard, which is probably the tank that's possibly the tank that was spotting him. Picks up the kill on the Tier 10 German medium tank, and with the score on 8-4, you'd be pretty confident in getting a win out of this. He lets his teammates know that he's reloading by hitting the F8 key. And of course napalm in his grill, getting some nice snipey shots from that central Western Island on mines. 9-4 the score, as he aims at the IS-4, puts a shot into the IS-4, puts 2 shots into the IS-4. Somebody else picks up the kill, the E3 picks up the kill, as he's looking at that E4 on 1103. There's the first shot, there's 2 shots, so there's 700 damage into tank destroyers. Or 650, as he takes a reload. Only 3 tanks remaining on the enemy side, all 3 of them are tank destroyers, so he wants to get at least 3,500 damage into these TDs to try and get this mission as he looks at the grill. Auto aims. 3, 6, 9. That's probably about another 1,200. So it's probably up to about 2,000 damage to enemy tank destroyers. As he waits for the gun to reload, needs to do 4,000 damage. I reckon that's about 2. Maybe 1,700. I reckon he's done already. And there's the Jag Tiger and the grill. Unloads into the grill. 3 shells is enough, and another shot into the Jag Tiger, which will probably take it up to over 3,000 damage. That Jag Tiger still on 1,700, so still plenty of damage to be gotten from tank destroyers for his mission. He's only got 3 shells in this clip, so he's going to want to make them all count. And will that be angled enough? No, he turns. And it sets him on fire and thinks, your beauty, that should be it, as the TWI OE4 picks up the kill. And let's have a look at the post-game battle results to see if he did pick up that mission. And going by the title of how he's named this replay, you'd imagine that he has. He's picked himself up an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for that effort, a Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, and a Tank Sniper. And look, he's done 8,047 damage, so he got 900, just under 900 damage into the grill. 659, so that would be 16, just over 6, about 1,600 there. Another 1,000, that's 2,600. Another 1,500, that'll be, and that's over 4,000. That was an absolute ripper. Medium tank mission 15, that's for the 260, that's the final lot of missions. 8,047 hit points of damage all up, 4 kills, 1,381 base experience, and of course he fired 32 shots, 29 hit, 26 did damage. And look, napalm did okay with 2390, but as he said in the comments during the game, it was all over pretty quickly. Tidy little profit, 20,000 after tax with a standard account would have been just under 55,000. And not a bad result at all for Elite Commando from Crazy Clan in the TVP T50-51, picking up the final mission for the Object 260 in the medium tank. Medium tank 15, do 4,000 damage to enemy tank destroyers. As we look at this second game of this double shot of tier 10 medium action, this is MatchyHK from Raise Clan again in his STB-1. Of course, it's the Japanese medium tank. It's a tank that I have a little bit of trouble with. I think you have to be a better player than I am to do well in this tank. You can see Matchy's running food, which is on a Geary, 10% extra to all crew skills and perks. Standard rounds, 390 damage, 258 pen, 330 pen with heat. Doesn't manage to penetrate the E100. That's napalm in his E100 from the previous replay. And it's a pretty old replay because napalm is still in ANZAF in this one, as Matchy spots the E75, puts a nice shot into the side of the tier 9 German heavy tank. And he wants to add to his damage, shoots him again but doesn't do any damage. A lot of calls to report some people in the chat at Object 140 possibly. As Matchy's not distracted by the crap going on in the chat. Is focusing on this IS3, getting rid of the tier 8, getting the tier 8 Russian heavy tank down to Nothing. Picks up his first kill of the game. Of course, he's platooned up with his old mate Salty Meme Man Cam from Hodor Clan. He's in his mouse, and the mouse is supporting the STB-1 by coming up to the base of that hill. Of course, it's not known for its speed, the mouse. You can see Matchy loves his medium tanks, and that's why he's already picked up 2 kills. Only 2 enemy tanks have been killed in this game, and that quick reload of the Japanese gun is helping Matchy have an absolute ripper. He's trying to get some vision on that Scorpion G again. He fires clutch, doesn't manage to hit it. The mouse finally arrives as MatchyHK from Ray's Clan looking to put some more damage into the enemy tanks, and with Salty Meme Man Cam in his mouse looking at flanking these tanks that are around behind the lighthouse. Auto aims on the WZ. WZ's behind some rocks, so he turns the auto aim off, puts a shot into the back of the turret by the looks of him, kills the Chinese tier 8 light tank, picks up his 3rd kill. Of course, Matchy's still the only player on his team to have any kills, and is the sole reason that the score is 3 apiece. 3,685 damage as he lines up the Waffenträger Alf Panzer IV, who's doing a bit of boosting and trying to snipe from up there. But he's on fire as Matchy picks up the 4th kill. He's still the only person to pick up a kill here. Finally, someone else gets a kill. The AMX 1390 picking up the Leopard 1, and Salty Meme Man Kammer in his mouse killing the tier 10 German tank destroyer. The Emil 1 drowns himself somehow as Matchy and Salty Meme Man Cam focus on the old mate Napalmer at his E100, and it looks like he's in a little bit of bother there with the score on 6-5. 6-all now. The other side of the map, it looks like they're really copping a flogging. That Object 140 clearly didn't do too well sniping back here at H1, and it looks like Napalmer trying to get hull down, but not. Just too many tanks there taking out the big E100. 7-6 the score. Matchy's picked up 5,495 hit points of damage as that Scorpion G runs as if his life depends on it, because it does. Matchy's still got 1142 hit points left. Fires towards the Scorpion, I think it was. Doesn't manage to land a shot. Bounces a shot from the grill, but doesn't quite land that shot. He'll reload before the grill does. Puts a shot, tracks and damages the tier 10 German tank destroyer as Salty Meme Man picks up the kill on the JP2. Matchy keeping this grill interested, and he'll be looking at the shot at the turret. He's aimed elsewhere. Looks like he's aimed towards the IS-3. Salty Meme Man Kammer picks up the kill on the grill 15. And with the score on 12-6, now it's a case of fighting over who's going to get those last few shots of damage into the enemy team. 6,374 damage is block 750. That was a shot from the grill. And of course, nearly 3,000 assisted damage. MatchyHK be pretty happy with that result. Look for a shot on the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger, but he doesn't present himself. The AMX 1390 YOLOing straight into it, and the T54 picking up the kill. Just a Type 5 Heavy and the Emil left on the enemy side, the Tier 10 and the Tier 8. Type 5 gets taken down by artillery, the Object 261. And will Matchy be able to get a shot into the Emil 1, the auto-loading Tier 8 Swedish heavy tank? Doesn't have much health left. He looks, he aims, and gets done by the STRV 103. But in the end, a convincing win, 15-6, and no surprise at all. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for MatchyHK. Spotter, Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Brothers in Arms for getting at least 3 kills each in a platoon, and of course the High Caliber for doing the top damage. 6,779 hit points of damage, 4 kills, 1,354 base experience, and of course with Salty getting 3 kills, that gave him the Brothers in Arms medal, and of course an Ace Tanker. He fired 28 shots, 24 hit, 18 did damage, and he also got nearly 3,000 assisted damage. That was enough for an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge on Cliff. Of course, Napalm having a pretty good game on the enemy side, but not enough. Too many people just did absolutely sweet fuck all. The game only went for less than 6 minutes, but not a bad result for MatchyHK and the STB-1. So 2 pretty cool replays featuring Tier 10 medium tanks. Thanks for the replays, lads. Congratulations, Elite Commando, on that mission, which I'm still chipping away at. And of course, don't forget to check out MatchyHK on YouTube and Twitch. Link will be down the bottom. Take care, everyone, and see you all next time.